What's up guys? Billy Ramirez here again from Tech Academy and welcome to another video. On this one, ang pag-uusapan naman natin is all about understanding CompTIA certification. So last time kung matatandaan nyo, ang pinag-usapan natin is all about Cisco certification. Yung hierarchy, yung mga dapat yung malaman, magkano, and so on and so forth. So this time, CompTIA certification naman yung pag-uusapan natin. Okay, so kung ready ka na, ready na rin ako. Tara, simulan na natin. Okay, para dun sa mga bago dito sa ating channel, my name is Billy Ramirez. I'm the guy behind Tech Academy. So like you, I started from scratch pero I have 15 years experience in IT right now. I started working as a general IT support up to technical support in a call center, and then na-hire ako or na-promote ako as senior technical support, and then nung nakilala ko at nagkaroon ako ng CCNA, dun nagsimulang magbago yung career ko. So I started working in service desk. And then eventually after a year or two, I was transferred or promoted to network associate, network administrator up to becoming a network engineer. Pero itong video na ito hindi para sa akin or hindi about sa akin. Ito ay para sa iyo para maintindihan mo yun nga, yung mga CompTIA certifications. Okay, so right now what I do is I help aspiring Filipino IT professionals like you build a solid foundation in their IT career. So through my content like this video, like you see on every channels and every pages, then may mga webinar tayo, and nagkakandak din tayo ng mga meron din tayong mga free and premium courses sa ating website, techacademy.ph. So, ito yung ilan sa mga meetup ng mga students or alumni ng Tech Academy kasi we do occasional meetup. And then right now, we have more than 1,600 members on our alumni community. Okay, pero sabi ko nga, hindi ito para sa akin, ito ay para sa iyo. So, pag-usapan natin, ano yung mga bagay na kailangan mo malaman when it comes to CompTIA certifications. Okay? So, para dun sa mga hindi nakakaalam, ano ba yung CompTIA or bakit mo gugustuhin, sino ba si CompTIA? Bakit mo gugustuhin na magkaroon ng at least 1 or 2 CompTIA certifications like Cisco? So, kumbaga, depende na ito dun sa goal, depende na sa role mo. Pero, bakit CompTIA? Ano yung maitutulong nito sa iyong IT career, lalong-lalo na kung ikaw ay nagsisimula pa lang? So, pag-usapan natin, bakit makakatulong ang CompTIA certifications in your IT career? So, sabi ni CompTIA, 91% of their customers agreed that it helped them advance their tech career. So, meaning yung mga IT professionals, mga IT experts, even mga professionals na hindi naman technical yung positions kasi meron din siyang certification na hindi naman technical, pag-uusapan natin later, agreed that, on average, 91% of them agreed that nakatulong yun para makapag-advance sila in their tech or technology careers. Aside from that, 95% of their customers are satisfied with their experience in CompTIA. Ibig sabihin, yung mga curriculum, yung mga training, certifications, and as well as the exam, 95% who took the exam are satisfied with their experience. Aside from that, 92% of the CompTIA's of their customers or CompTIA's customers is kumbaga agreeing that CompTIA is the leading brand for industry-recognized certification. So, itong mga data na ito, kinuha ko sa official website ni CompTIA just to provide you the point or kumbaga insights na bakit makakatulong si CompTIA in growing up or leveling up your IT career. Okay? Additionally, ito pa yung ilang reasons kung bakit mo gugustuhin or bakit makakatulong si CompTIA in your IT career. Okay? So, number 1, it help you, kumbaga, build a solid foundation. So, kagaya ng pinag-usapan natin dun sa Cisco certifications, kung ikaw ay nagsisimula pa lang, like for example, you're a fresh graduate, career shifter, or talagang beginner, ang pinaka-goal mo is makapag-build ng solid foundation in your IT career. And magagawa mo yon by having entry-level or associate-level certifications, at isa na nga doon yung mga ino-offer ni CompTIA. So, mamaya pag-uusapan natin kung ano-ano yung mga certifications na yon. Pero, ang goal mo habang nagsisimula ka pa lang is kunin or makakuha ng mga entry-level certification na yun para nang sa ganun maintindihan mo yung mga foundational or fundamental concepts dun sa technology or path na gusto mong tahakin para magkaroon ka ng solid foundation. Ibig sabihin, wala ka pang talagang siguradong path na kukunin for this one. Ang goal mo lang is maintindihan yung mga terminology, mga underlying concepts, mga high-level overview ng technology para nang sa ganun, meron kang idea. Does that make sense? Kasi importante yung foundation. Yan yung gagamitin mo as you go up the ladder of your IT career. Does that make sense? Good. Another reason is CompTIA is a vendor-neutral training and certification provider. Hindi katulad ni Cisco, di ba? Kung matatandaan nyo, si Cisco, more of its training and courses pagdating dun sa mga configurations, pagdating dun sa mga, for example, devices, focus yan dun sa kanilang ginagamit, sa kanilang technology, which is Cisco Devices and Technology. Now, with CompTIA, okay, it's a vendor-neutral certifications. Meaning, wala siyang pinagfo-focusan na vendor. So, yung technology, yung mga terms, yung mga concepts, yung mga scenario, yung mga configurations are industry-wide. Ibig sabihin, hindi specific sa Cisco, hindi specific sa Huawei, hindi specific sa Juniper, and so on. So, it can be applied industry-wide. Yun yung kagandahan. Yun yung, kumbaga, number one or yun yung, kumbaga, leading factor ni CompTIA. It's a vendor-neutral training and certification provider. Ibig sabihin kasi, for example, nag-focus ka lang sa Cisco. Now, paglipat mo ng company, hindi naman pala gumagamit ng Cisco o kaya naman, chop suey natin kung tawagin yung ginagamit nila. So, yung ibang concept, hindi mo alam dahil nakafocus ka sa Cisco. That's why, makakatulong pa rin if you have time, if you have the resources na kumuha ng CompTIA certifications. Lalong-lalo na, okay, kung ito ay required. So, another reason is it's a well-known certification dahil nga, it's a vendor-neutral, kilala din ito or kilala ito worldwide. Okay, so yung mga recruiter, mga employer, mga headhunter, even yung mga hiring manager and IT manager, IT director, kilala si CompTIA dahil it's a world-leading training and certification provider. Additionally, of course, may mga pagkakataon na kahit okay naman na yung mga certification mo, okay ka naman na sa trabaho mo, pero for example, yung company nyo or yung client ng company nyo nagre-require ng any of the following, for example, na pag-uusapan nating certification for compliance. Okay, so I have students in the United States as well as in other parts of the world na doon sila nagtatrabaho sa mga system integrator, yung isa sa US government that yung job role nila require CompTIA certifications. Imagine na may CCNA na siya, may CCNP and talagang marami ng experience IT pero dahil yung client nung company nila nagre-require ng CompTIA certification, wala silang choice kundi mag-take ng A+, Network Plus at saka Security Plus dahil for compliance. So, meron tayong tinatawag na DODM or Department of Defense Mandate 8140.03. Ito yung naglilista, kumbaga, ng mga military and any other government personnel that works in relation with cybersecurity or technology. Pinaparaphrase ko na lang that needs to follow some certification and kasama si CompTIA doon sa mga listahan nung DODM na yun or nung mandate na yun. Meron din sa Cisco, meron din sa ISC Squared, pero maraming certification ni CompTIA ang pasok doon sa DOD mandate na yan. So that's why may mga pagkakataon na kahit ayaw mo or expert ka na pero dahil kailangan sumunod ng company nyo sa compliance, you have no choice to take, kumbaga, the CompTIA certifications. And makakatulong na rin naman yun dahil nga matututunan mo yung mga vendor-neutral technology and terminology at saka concepts. Okay, so these are the common reasons or these are the base reasons why you would want to have, kumbaga, bakit mo gugustuhin na magkaroon at least 1 or 2 or 3 kung kaya na CompTIA certifications. Do you agree with this? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, tuloy natin. Okay, so basically, pag-usapan natin kung ano-ano yung mga different path, ano-ano yung mga different certification or level na meron when it comes to CompTIA certifications. Okay, so number 1, kung matatandaan nyo dun sa Cisco, para lang ma-identify or ma-distinguish nyo yung pagkakaiba, nung pinag-usapan natin yung Cisco, we have the entry-level, associate, professional, and expert. So, we talked it by hierarchy. Diba? So, ito yung previous video. Kung hindi mo pa napanood, balikan mo lang dito sa channel. Pero, when it comes to CompTIA certification, meron siyang tinatawag na pathway. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung goal mo in your IT career or kung ano yung role mo in your IT career. So, ibig sabihin, ang pipiliin mo or ang advisable niya na certification na i-take mo is depende doon sa path na gusto mo or kung ano yung tinatahak mong path in your IT career. Does that make sense? Okay? So, there are 5 common pathways na pwede mong tahakin when it comes, okay, or advisable ni CompTIA. So, nandyan yung tinatawag natin na core skills or core pathway. Nandyan yung tinatawag nating infrastructure. Nandyan yung tinatawag nating cybersecurity. And nandyan din yung tinatawag nating data and analytics. And of course, nandyan yung tinatawag nating professional. So, each of this pathway has certifications behind it na ina-advise ni CompTIA na kunin mo consecutively. Hindi naman siya required pero best practice or advice ni CompTIA for you to have, bakit ganun yung ano ko, parang blurred. Okay, for you to have in your resume or in your portfolio. So pag-usapan muna natin ano-ano yung mga certifications na ina-advise ni CompTIA when it relates to the core skills na tinatawag. Okay? So, ito yung mga certifications na ina-advise niya na kunin mo consecutively, lalong-lalo na, for example nga, ikaw ay nagsisimula pa lang from scratch, fresh graduate, or beginner. So, una, ina-advise niya, kunin mo yung tinatawag nating ITF Plus. Mamaya pag-uusapan natin. And then, the next one would be A Plus. The next one would be Network Plus. And then, the next one would be Security Plus. Okay, take note again ha, this is not required to be take consecutively. Pero, ina-advise ni CompTIA na kunin mo siya in order. Lalong-lalo na kung ikaw nga ay nagsisimula pa lang. Pero hindi siya required. Okay? Let's say for example, meron ka naman ng experience in IT, nagtrabaho ka na as IT support, alam mo na yung mga motherboard, hardware, RAM, and so on, kung paano sila gumagana, pwede ka nang hindi kumuha ng A+. Pwede ka nang mag-start sa Network Plus o di ka naman Security. Depending on your current skill set and depending on your current knowledge. Kuha? Okay, so pag-usapan natin ano-ano yung mga dapat mong malaman when it comes to ITF Plus. Ano yung ITF Plus? Basically, ang ibig sabihin lang niyan is IT fundamentals. Okay, so it's an introduction to basic IT knowledge and skills. So, this is ideal for students, fresh graduate, or career shifter na talagang walang alam or at least walang background in the IT. Okay? So, it helps. So, ito yung mga, kumbaga, concepts or ito yung mga coverage when it comes to the ITF exam. So, IT concepts and terminologies, infrastructure, applications and software, software development, database fundamentals, and security, which is fundamentals too. So, ibig sabihin nga, perfect for students and career shifter. Kung talagang wala kang IT background in IT, for example, hindi ka IT course, okay naman student ka pa lang. Okay, so perfect for students. Gusto mo na mag-take ng certification. So, itong ITF Plus is makakatulong para at least magkaroon ka ng idea kung ano yung mga concepts and terminologies na ginagamit in the IT world. Pero sabi ko nga, kung ikaw naman na IT course, tapos nagtrabaho ka na ng entry-level IT job, no need for ITF Plus, okay? Pero for example, kailangan mo, so ito yung exam code for that. So FC0 U61, and then 75 questions, multiple choice, and then ang passing score niya 650 out of 900, meaning it's a point-based system. Okay? Duration 60 minutes, and then of course, yung cost niya, may magkaibang cost kasi. So sa US, $138, and then in the Philippines and other emerging countries, $77 lang. So again, this is perfect for student and career shifters. Okay? If you're already an IT, you don't need to take this. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so that's one of the certification na pumapasok sa tinatawag nating core skills ni CompTIA. Okay? The next one is what we called A+. Okay, so pag-usapan natin yung mga bagay na kailangan mo malaman when it comes to A+ certification. So, again, this is the industry standard for launching a career in IT dahil si A+ is one of the well-known certifications in the world. Okay, so dito matututunan mo yung hardware, operating system, software troubleshooting, networking troubleshooting, security, mobile devices, virtualization in cloud, and procedure, more on the basics and foundations. Okay, so again, if you don't have background, if you don't have experience in IT, this is one of the best foundational or entry-level certification na pwede mong i-take. Pero kung ikaw naman, sabi ko nga, kung alam mo na yung motherboard, kung alam mo na yung RAM, kung alam mo yung difference ng SSD at saka HDD, marunong ka mag-format ng computer, hindi mo na rin kailangan yan. Okay, this is ideal again for students, zero background in IT, and career shifter na talagang walang alam sa technology. Okay? Okay, good. Now, ito yung mga kailangan mong malaman. So, for CompTIA A+, hinati nila ito sa dalawang exam. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mong ipasa both of the exam para ma-certify ka ng CompTIA A+. So, nandyan yung A+, 2201101 or Core 1 and then 221102 or Core 2. So, kailangan mo siyang i-take both para magkaroon ka ng certification na A+. Okay, so ito yung mga ilan pang details. So, 90 questions per exam. Ibig sabihin, dalawang exam iti-take mo, di ba? Core 1 at saka Core 2. Pwedeng magkahiwalay or pwedeng magkasunod or pwedeng the same day, depende na sa'yo. So, gaya ng ibang IT certification exam in Cisco, for example, pwede mo take online or sa mga Pearson VUE accredited exam center. And I highly suggest, dun ka na lang mag-take sa mga Pearson VUE accredited exam center or in person dahil nga marami ng horror stories ang nangyari kung saan na-disconnect, na-disqualified, na-ban yung tao dahil nagloko yung internet or masyadong mahigpit yung proctor. Okay? Multiple choice, drag and drop, at saka performance-based yung type of question sa A+. And then of course, ang passing score niya, yung una, yung Core 1, 675, yung Core 2 is 700. Right? And then 90 minutes per exam. Yung cost naman niya, sa Philippines, $142 per exam kasi nga dalawa yung iti-take mo. Okay, sabi ko nga, again, this is advisable kung ikaw ay fresh grad, career shifter, or talagang, kumbaga, walang alam or walang background in IT. Pero kung ikaw naman ay graduate ng IT, alam mo na yung motherboard, alam mo yung hardware, hindi mo na kailangang i-take to. Or maybe, kahit alam mo na yung mga yon, dahil kailangan sa trabaho mo, for compliance, okay, wala kang magagawa kundi i-take. Pero depende na on your situations. Does that make sense? Good. Okay, so let's move on to the next core skill. So, we have Network Plus. Okay, so sa Network Plus naman, this is basically the certification that validates the core skills necessary to establish, maintain, troubleshoot, and secure networks in any environment. So, kung makikita nyo, any environment, meaning, ibig sabihin, kahit yung company gumagamit ng Cisco, Huawei, Juniper, and so on, ma-apply mo yung skills na matututunan mo on this one. Kasi nga, si CompTIA is a vendor-neutral certification and training provider. Okay, so ito yung mga kailangan mong malaman or ito yung mga topics na kasama sa Network Plus. Networking concepts, networking implementations, network operations, network security, and network troubleshooting. So more, of course, on the network. And this is advisable. Ang kasabay kasi nito or ang katapat nito when it comes to Cisco certification is CCNA. Now, let's say for example, meron ka ng background in IT pero gusto mo mag-specialize sa network. May mga pagkakataon na ito ang nire-require dahil for compliance or para sa trabaho mo. Pero for example, ang focus mo talaga is network. You can take this plus CCNA. Bakit? Okay, kasi may mga pagkakataon na yung company, lalo na yung malalaki, 500 Fortune companies, 100 Fortune companies, they are using Cisco devices. And kapag ito lang yung natutunan mo, tapos nag-handle kayo ng Cisco devices, hindi mo alam kung paano mag-configure. That's why more of my students and from experience, yung mga network engineer, lalo talagang kung ang focus mo ay network, you still have to learn Cisco technologies dahil malaki ang porsyento na yung malalaking company is gumagamit ng Cisco devices. So that's why pag i-combine mo yung Network Plus at saka CCNA, napakagandang baseline nun when it comes to network experience and certification. Pero again, depende na sa role, depende na sa goal mo, pero makakatulong. Okay? So may mga pagkakataon na Network Plus is enough, lalo na kung hindi ka naman talagang focus sa network. Ang gusto mo lang is magkaroon ng network foundation or again for compliance. Pero for example, talagang ang gusto mo is hardcore network engineer, gusto mong matutunan yung mga different technologies na ginagamit ng mga malalaking company. So makakatulong yung Network Plus plus CCNA or kung kaya pa plus Juniper, yung JCNIA niya na associate level. Does that make sense? So ito yung mga details about the CompTIA Network Plus. Bago na yung exam niya. So, N10-009. Kaka-release lang niya nitong nakaraan. Ganun din, 90 questions, multiple choice, performance-based. Ibig sabihin ng performance-based, guys, meaning meron kang mga parang problem na isosolve. May ilalagay kang password or something like simulation-based. May ganun na rin si CompTIA. So, that will test your knowledge and understanding about the concepts and technologies behind the certification. Okay? And then of course, passing score niya 720 out of 900. Point-based system din, 90 minutes. Ang cost niya in the Philippines is $207. Kuha? Okay, now that's sabihin na natin, you're done with Network Plus. Okay, another core skills na kailangan mong matutunan na ina-advise ni CompTIA is their Security Plus. Okay, so sa Security Plus naman, here, it will help you validate the baseline skills necessary to perform security functions or core or yung foundation security functions. Okay? So, ang mga topics na kasama dito is general security concepts, threats, vulnerabilities, and mitigation, security architecture, security operations, security program management, and oversight. So, Security Plus is one of the best entry-level or associate-level certifications when it comes to security in general. So even if you wanna go with network security, cloud security, or di kaya naman ay cyber security, this will help you build a solid foundation dahil dun sa mga concepts or mga topics na yan, either you want to go with blue team or red team natin sa cyber security, matututunan mo yung mga foundational concepts and technologies. And ang kagandahan pa, since si CompTIA nga is a vendor neutral, wala siyang pinag-focusan na vendor. Does that make sense? Okay, so yun yung kagandahan with CompTIA certifications. Now, ito yung mga kailangan mo malaman with CompTIA Security Plus. So, exam number niya, ito na rin yung bago, SY0-701. 90 questions, multiple choice and performance-based. Ang passing score niya is 750 out of 900, 90 minutes din, and then ang cost niya is 226 in the Philippines. Okay? Nung nakaraan, I take this SY0-701 and medyo mahirap din siya. Kailangan mo talagang aralin. Meron siyang performance-based kung saan naglagay ako ng password and yung authentication sa ganitong problem. Pero kaya naman. You can study this for 3 to 4 months and you're good to go. Pero kailangan mo ng understanding, kailangan mo ng basic knowledge or stock knowledge sa networks at saka sa systems and applications. Kasi may mga pagkakataon na dinidiscuss dito na naiintindihan mo na yung, for example, general network foundation or fundamental concepts and so on. So that's why si CompTIA ina-advise niya na kunin mo siya in hierarchical order pero hindi siya required. Ina-advise lang niya. Kuha. So these are the core path certifications or core skills na ina-advise ni CompTIA na kunin mo when it comes to their certifications. Okay? So now, let's go ahead and talk yung infrastructure pathway naman. Okay, so core skills pa lang tayo. Okay, so pag-usapan natin, infrastructure naman. So, here are the certifications na pwede mong kunin or ina-advise si CompTIA when it comes kung ang gusto mong pathway ay mag-support ng infrastructure. Now, okay, before we moved on, ina-advise niya na bago mo kunin yung available certification with infrastructure, meron ka na nung mga core certification ni CompTIA. Kasi kailangan nga yun para makabuild ka ng foundation in your IT career. And then after that, you have the choice to choose dun sa option if, for example, gusto mo ng Server Plus, depende na sa role mo, depende na sa goal mo, or Linux Plus. Okay? Ibig sabihin kasi anong type ang ginagamit sa infrastructure, anong server, anong operating system sa infrastructure nyo ang ginagamit. So kung ang gusto mo is matuto ng mga Linux systems, focus ka sa Linux. Kung naman Windows or other types of operating system, focus ka sa Server Plus. Pero you can take any of that or any of them or you can take both. And then after that, ina-advise ni Cisco na kumuha ka ng Cloud Plus. So, kahit alin ang unahin mo sa dalawa, both of the infrastructure certification, ina-advise ni Cisco, mag-take ka ng Cloud Plus after. So, kumbaga ito yung goal mo in the end if you want to focus on in infrastructure certification pathway. Kuha? Good. Okay, so pag-usapan natin kung ano-ano yung mga meron doon sa Server Plus, Linux Plus, and Cloud Plus. So sa Server Plus, it ensures IT professionals have the skills to secure, install, deploy, manage, and troubleshoot servers. Again, industry-wide. Walang specific na sinasabing vendor. Okay? So ito yung mga concepts na kasama: server hardware installation and management, administration, security, disaster and recovery, and troubleshooting. And exam code, SK0005. Ganun din. So almost pare-pareho lang yung type of details na meron sa mga exam. Ang nagkakaiba lang is price. So, this one costs 207 in the Philippines or $207. Okay? With Linux Plus naman, it validates the competencies required supporting Linux system. So, if you want to go with, have a foundation or expert knowledge in Linux, makakatulong ito. Right? So, ito yung mga concepts: systems management, scripting, containers and automation, security and troubleshooting. And then, exam code niya, XK0-005. So, pare-pareho lang, almost, yung tinatawag nating details with the exam. This one costs $207 too. Right? And then, sabi nga ni CompTIA, after mong makuha yung dalawa, or kahit alin dun sa dalawa, ang goal mo naman after is Cloud Plus. So, this one naman validates the essential skills to implement, maintain, optimize, and troubleshoot cloud-based infrastructure services. Okay? So, ito yung mga concepts or chapters or domains: system management, scripting, containers and automation, security and troubleshooting. Right? Ito yung pinaka-latest exam, CV0-004. So, almost the same thing lang din when it comes to the exam details. 750 yung passing points or passing grade. And then, $207 din for the Philippines. So, these are the certification covered in the infrastructure pathway. Okay, now, let's say for example, you realize ang goal mo naman is hindi infrastructure, kundi cybersecurity. So, ito naman yung mga certifications na ina-advise ni CompTIA na i-take mo if you want to go with the cybersecurity pathway. Okay, so, again, advisable that you take the core skills or core certification pathway first, dahil dito mo mabibuild yung foundational level knowledge mo when it comes to security, network, and hardware, as well as foundational IT concepts. After that, you have the option to go with yung tinatawag nating Pentest Plus, or you have the option to go yung tinatawag natin na SAISA Plus. So this one focuses on the red team side of cybersecurity. This one focuses on the blue team side of cybersecurity. Okay? So, pinag-usapan na natin yan doon sa mga previous webinars and videos natin. Ano yung red team, ano yung blue team, and so on. Pero, probably we're gonna create again videos again in the future. Pero, after mong i-take yung dalawa or any of that, you are advised or you can take the CASP Plus, which is the advanced level of security ni CompTIA. Okay, so now pag-usapan natin ano yung mga coverage, ano yung mga meron dun sa cybersecurity pathway certification na yan. So sa Pentest Plus, it's basically for penetration testing or penetration testing plus. So this is for cybersecurity professional tasked with penetration testing and vulnerability management, or yung tinatawag nating VAPT, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. So more on the red team side of cybersecurity, ethical hacker, penetration tester, yun yung mga tawag or yun yung mga possible role na pwede mong applyan when you have this certification. Got this? Okay, ito yung mga domain or topics na kasama dyan. Hindi ko naiisa-isahin. And then when it comes to the exam details, ito naman yung mga detalye niya. So almost the same thing lang din, okay? Performance-based in multiple choice. This one, 165 minutes yung duration niya, so medyo matagal ng kaunti. And then it costs $226 for the Philippines. Okay, so this one is advisable if you want to focus on the red team side of cybersecurity. Okay, meaning you want to become an ethical hacker, or sabihin na nating yun nga, penetration tester and so on. So red team, you're on the attack side of cybersecurity. Para nang sa ganun, mabigyan mo ng recommendations and evaluation yung organization or company na pinagtatrabuhan mo kung paano nila mapapalakas or paano nila mapifix yung mga vulnerabilities sa organizations nila. Yun yung role, yun yung goal mo kumbaga. Okay? The next one, of course, yung tinatawag nating SAISA Plus. So dito naman, ang focus mo is on the blue team side of cybersecurity. Meaning you are on the defense side. So dito is mga cybersecurity professional that is tasked with incident detection, prevention, and response through security monitoring. So, ito yung mga domains or topics na kasama sa SAISA Plus. And then, when it comes to the exam, ito yung latest exam number. Okay? And then, ganun din, multiple choice, performance-based, 750 yung passing, 165 minutes din, kagaya ng Pentest Plus, and then also $226. So, if your ang mga role dito is, for example, SOC analyst, cybersecurity analyst, junior, tawag doon, malware analyst, o kaya naman incident responder, something like those. Focuses on the blue side of cybersecurity. Okay, so those are the two certification after mong kunin yung core skills or yung core pathway. And then, sabi nga natin kanina, ina-advise si CompTIA yung expert level niya, either you're on the red team side or blue team side, yung CASP+. So ito naman, advanced level cybersecurity certification for security architects and senior security engineers. Okay? So ito yung mga concepts or domain na kasama sa exam. And then when it comes to the exam code, CAS 004, and then this month, September, nirelease na rin yung CAS 005. Okay, 90 questions pa rin, multiple choice and performance based. Wala itong passing score. Ito yung kaibahan niya. It's only a pass or fail. Meaning, pag na-take mo na yung exam, ang lalabas lang, nakapasa ka ba or hindi. Yun lang. Wala siyang, hindi siya point-based system siya, pero wala siyang passing score. Okay, depende na kung gaano karaming problem yung na-solve mo. Hindi niya pinapakita yung score mo. Okay, it's only a pass or fail. So, pag lumabas dun sa papel mo, pass, meaning you are certified with CASP+. Kung fail, hindi mo na ipasa. Basic, di ba? Pero mahirap yan dahil nga it's an advanced level cybersecurity certification. So, 165 minutes din, and then ang cost niya, $285. So, right now, by the way, meron ng this November yata yun, or year-end, babaguhin na ni CompTIA yung expert level na pangalan nila. I-rebrand nila into Security X. Parang expert level. So, wala pa namang details, pero ganyan na nila gagawin. Security X, Cloud X, something like that. Okay? We'll add that in the future. Pero you get the point. So, these are the certifications that you can take when it comes to cybersecurity. Now, let's move on sa tinatawag nating data and analytics career pathway naman. Okay? So, dito, again, this one naman, an early career data analytics certification for professional tasked with developing data-driven and decision-making. So, if you're something like a data scientist or something like more on, manipulating and processing data, ito yung advisable na kunin mong certification. So, ito yung mga domain niya, data concepts and environment, data mining, data analysis, visualization, data governance, and then quality and controls. And then exam code, DA0001. So, ganun pa rin, 90 questions, multiple choice, 675 yung passing, 90 minutes, and then ang cost niya, $142. Okay? Data controller, data processor, for example, yung trabaho mo, this is the certification ideally for you. Okay? Then of course, meron din tayong tinatawag na professional certification. Nag-iisa lang yung sa data and analytics. Okay? So sa professional certification, it's not more on the technical side, pero more on the management side or project side. So we have two. We have Project Plus and we have Cloud Essentials. Okay? Pag-usapan natin yung dalawa. Project Plus, let's say for example, you're aiming to work or you're already working as a project manager. So, ito yung nararapat, ideal certification na sa'yo if you want to focus on CompTIA certification. So, ito yung mga domain or concepts na kasama sa exam, change management, project tools, and documentation. Exam number, PK0-005, and then kagaya ng ibang exam na pinag-usapan natin kanina, multiple choice, performance-based, 90 questions, 710 out of 900 points, 90 minutes, and then ang cost niya, $207 in the Philippines. So, this is ideal for project managers. Okay? Ikaw na yung nag-handle ng project, or managers, or team leaders, or directors, something like that. Okay? And then, Cloud Essentials naman, non-technical, hindi pa rin masyadong technical, and ideally for professionals. So, for both IT and non-technical professionals who require the essential business acumen. So, yun. Ito yung mga concepts or domain na kasama sa exam niya. And exam code, ganun pa rin. Almost the same thing lang din with any other exam. And then ang cost niya is $77 naman. Okay? So these are the pathways. These are the certification ina-advise ni CompTIA. Tinatawag natin career pathway certification. Kung anong path ang gusto mong tahakin in your IT career. And depende na again on your role right now or depende na dun sa goal na nakikita mo para sa sarili mo, bahala ka nang pumili. Okay? Just to review or just to summarize kung ano yung mga pinag-usapan natin with core or yung core skills which is advisable to take initially, or yun muna yung kunin mo. So we have IT, F+, A+, Network+, and Security+. And then if you want to go with infrastructure, of course, yung core, kasama siya, kailangan meron ka muna nun. It's either you take Server+, or Linux+, or both, and then go with Cloud+. And then with cybersecurity, again, yung core, advisable na meron ka rin. It's either you go with Pentest+, or CISA+, or both, and then CASP+. Okay? So, with data analytics, we have Data Plus, and then with professionals, we have Project Plus and Cloud Essentials. So kung makikita mo, dito sa tatlong more on technical side, laging kasama yung core. So ina-advise ni CompTIA, i-take mo muna yung mga core skills na yun or core certifications dahil nga para makabuild ka ng solid na foundation. Kuha? Now, aside from this core or aside from this career certification pathway, meron ding tinatawag si CompTIA na stackable certification. Meaning, if you take or you pass 1 or 2 or 3, sabihin na natin, na CompTIA certifications, you are eligible to have yung tinatawag niyang stackable certification. So, stackable certification demonstrate that you have earned multiple CompTIA certifications and have the knowledge and experience needed to grow your IT career. So ito yung mga available na stackable certifications ni CompTIA. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo na kailangang mag-take ng another certification na. Let's say for example, nakapasa ka ng 2 or 3 certification, meron pang ibang kumbaga badge, meron pang ibang certification ang pwede mong ma-earn kay CompTIA na makakapag-boost ng iyong IT career or resume, for example, or portfolio. Okay, so for example, nagsisimula ka pa lang and you're planning to take CompTIA certifications, you have 2 options to have at least 2 stackable certifications. So number 1, infrastructure pathway o kaya naman cybersecurity. So dalawa lang sila. Infrastructure and cybersecurity. So pag-usapan natin yung about sa infrastructure pathway. Nahahati sila sa 3 levels: specialist, professional, and expert. With infrastructure pathway, we have the specialist. So for example, you pass A+ at saka Network+, pwede ka rin magkaroon or pwede mong i-obtain yung badge or certification na tinatawag nating CIOS or CompTIA IT Operations Specialist. O di kaya naman, naipasa mo yung A+ and Linux+, you can be called CSSS or CompTIA System Support Specialist. So meaning, hindi ka na magte-take nitong exam na to, hindi yan another exam. Pag lang naipasa mo yung dalawa na yon o kaya naman itong dalawa na to, you can be called this o kaya naman this. Kuha? Good. Another one, when it comes to the infrastructure career pathway in the professional level, meron tayong 3. So CCAP, pag naipasa mo yung Network Plus at saka Cloud Plus, meron tayong CNIP, Network Plus and Server Plus, and then meron tayong CLNP, Network Plus and Linux Plus. So sa professional yon in the infrastructure pathway. Okay? And then, sa cybersecurity naman, okay, walang expert level doon sa infrastructure. Sa cybersecurity, ito yung mga stackable certification na pwede kang magkaroon in the specialist level. So una, we have CSIS kapag ka naipasa mo yung 3. So A+, Network+, and Security+. With the professional naman, okay, professional pathway, meron tayong, I guess, 4 yata. So CSCP, Security+, and Cloud+. Security+, and CISA+, you will become CSAP, and then CNVP naman pagka Security Plus and Pentest Plus. Tapos Security Plus, Pentest Plus, and CISA Plus will give you the tinatawag nating CNVP. So sa professional level yan in the cybersecurity pathway. And then of course, sa cybersecurity pa rin, meron tayong expert level which will give you, dalawa lang yan, CSAE, okay? CSAE, na ipasa mo yung 3, Security Plus, CISA Plus, and CASP Plus, or CSIE na ipasa mo yung lahat ng security-related certification. Security Plus, CISA, Pentest, and CASP. So, ito yung tinatawag natin na stackable certification ni CompTIA. So, again ha, pag naipasa mo yung multiple certification, automatically, pwede mo nang kunin or i-apply yung badge na yan or yung stackable certifications na yan. Wala siyang exam. Ano lang yun, kumbaga parang badge or sabihin na natin additional certification when you pass different or multiple CompTIA certifications. nakukuha, additional pogi points, additional kumbaga portfolio din in your resume or in your portfolio. Right? So basically, those are the available certifications na meron si CompTIA. Okay, now, you might be asking, Sir Billy, which one should I focus on? So kagaya rin ng in-advise ko before, this is what you need to do. So focus on building a strong foundation para nang sa ganun, kahit saang path ka mapunta, network, cloud, or cybersecurity, you have a solid baseline or solid foundation. So aralin mo muna yung mga foundational concepts or fundamental topics para nang sa ganun, matibay yung foundation mo. Right? And then of course, choose one that is aligned to your role. Kung ano yung trabaho mo ngayon or kung ano yung nakikita mong trabaho mo in the near future, yun yung certification na pag-focusan mo. Let's say for example, ang goal mo is maging Linux Systems Engineer. Eh di yung mga Linux-related certification or skills ang aaralin mo at kukunin mo. Kung nakikita mo naman na ang sarili mo, or kung ang trabaho mo ngayon is ng cybersecurity specialist, eh di cybersecurity-related certifications yung kukunin mo. Para na sa ganun, ma-enhance mo, makapag-specialize ka, ma-master mo yung mga technology behind that skill. Does that make sense? Good. Now, specialize as you grow. Like I always mention, don't be a jack of all trades, master of none. Okay? Pick one or two skills na talagang you go deep at talagang imamaster mo. Specialize as you grow. Dahil dun ka mag-shine, dun ka talagang mamamaster mo yung technology and dun ka mag-grow in your IT career. Of course, take one certification at a time. Hindi mo kayang pagsabay-sabayin yan. Okay? So, kung alin lang yung kailangan mo, again, depending on your role, depending on your goal, yun lang muna yung kunin mo. One step at a time. Okay? And then, of course, you have to keep going to the next level. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na you're taking one step at a time or one certification at a time. Yun na yun. Okay? After mong matapos yung initial goal mo, okay, what's my next move? Ano ba yung gusto kong position? Ano ba yung gusto kong skills na matutunan na related sa current position ko ngayon or yung goal ko na position o di kaya naman, saan mo gustong mag-specialize? So, keep going to the next level. Okay? Sabi ko nga, IT is a never-ending learning journey or IT is a never-ending process. You have to keep reinventing yourself. You have to keep learning. You have to keep going to the next level. Dahil I firmly believe na lahat tayo, including you, kahit nagsisimula ka pa lang, kahit zero knowledge ka or beginner ka, deserve mong maging successful. Deserve mo ang 6-digit, 7-digit na sahod as an IT professional. Okay, so I hope you pick up something on this video again. Lagi niyong tatandaan, keep learning and taking actions para magkaroon ng resulta. So follow nyo kami dito sa ating mga pages and website natin para nang sa ganon, lagi kayong updated. Yun lang, maraming salamat. God bless us all.